Welcome to another episode of The Orange Couch. I'm Phillip Deems. This is Josh.
Hello.
This is Chris. This is Trod.
You already know.
Listen, this is episode number 4,000 of The Orange Couch.
4001.
Yeah. 4001. We're here in Three Odd Guys Unfinished Brewery. If you're not watching, you can see a lot of cool stuff behind us. Though we actually got electricity too. There's some power coming
God
up
said
here.
let there be light.
Yeah, let there be light.
With a generator.
Right? That doesn't matter.
Baby steps. Baby steps.
Baby. We've got some cool fermenters and stuff behind us and a brew house that Josh is real excited about.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
That's your thing, right?
I'm really excited.
I know you are.
What else is back there, Phillip?
Oh, man, listen, there's plumbing. I know, right? Plumbing, cool kinds of stuff like that. I'll stop talking about what's in here, and we're going to start talking about what we're drinking today. Try it. Ain't nobody talking about you, man. Listen, I'm going to turn your mic off. Hang on just a second. I'm going to turn it off real quick. Yeah, exactly. See, now we can't hear you.
Why was his mic muted the whole time?
Why can't we hear Trod?
I thought I was hearing myself.
Yeah, no, we can't. See, I'm even playing with it again. All right, we're talking something that listen. These normally come in heavy, right? These beers normally come in heavy ABV, and it's in the morning. So this is going to be I think this is going to be a good Saturday because we're talking stouts.
That's right.
Stouts, and stouts come in all kinds of different flavors. I know that I've found that I actually do like certain stouts, and I'm normally not a stout guy. Unlike last show where we were talking about sours, it's rare that I'll find a sour. I can find a stout. I really can find a good stout. So we're going to talk stouts today, and then we're going to talk a little bit about. Listen, it's Super Bowl weekend, so we got to talk about the Super Bowl, right? So we're going to talk a little bit about the Super Bowl, our favorite commercials, our favorite halftime shows, fun stuff like that. I will have a wardrobe malfunction today. I'm not going to tell you what it is.
I dare you.
Oh, listen, it's already out. It's already out. You just don't know. You just don't know.
No wonder we couldn't even see
because it was cold.
We couldn't even see it. That's what I figured.
Because it was cold. It was like it's cold. No, I'm just joshing. But anyway.
No, yeah, you see.
Listen, yeah, I wouldn't scare you guys like that.
You know, for walking around with your pants right here.
Right.
Like, what just happened?
Really, what it is I got the ass cheeks cut out of these pants, so we're good. We're good. Look at some chaps.
3 Odd Guys.
But no, we're gonna have some fun today. So let's start out. We're gonna start out with your stout today, Chris. You picked up one.
Today we have the left-handed brewing Nitro Milk Stout.
Damn, that sounds good.
It's awesome. I actually almost
milk
grabbed
does
it.
a body good.
Yeah. You mentioned flavors. Have you guys ever had the Sweet Baby Jesus?
No, what is that?
Peanut chocolate, peanut butter. I just it was too much for me, but.
Oh, I heard about it, but I haven't tried it yet.
There you go, sir.
All right, sip, pass.
This one is
so
dark and creamy, and
I'm gonna let Josh.
Do they nickname that one Trod?
Josh, read the bottle. Trod, you can go ahead and open up. Don't you have another one, or do I have it over here?
It's right down there. I'll give you that bottle though. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll pass that. So go ahead and read what that one's all about, Josh.
It says Left Hand Brewing Company, Milk Stout Nitro.
Yeah.
America Stout.
ABV. What are we looking at?
ABV. Let's take a gander look. Once I find it on here.
It smells good.
Somewhere.
Sounds like a Martha Stewart episode.
Doesn't it? Yeah.
So nice and quiet. Yeah.
Yeah. Or that SNL skit where they talk about
sweaty balls.
Yeah, the sweaty balls.
Sweaty balls.
Sweaty balls.
So what they have? So super smooth with soft roastiness and mocha notes, and it's a 6%.
6%.
6%. I'm a skeeler. It's a skeeler.
That's the same thing as 6%. So
Yeah.
that's good.
Yeah.
But you know what? They nailed it because I do taste the roastiness. We need to get Trod. We need to get Trod. We need to get Trod that
It
bottle.
even gives you pouring instructions on it.
Oh,
does it?
The correct pour hard in step 1, admire and enjoy. So they want you to straight on pour it in.
They want you to
Really?
pour it
Well, it's a
hard.
nitro too.
There's another bottle down there too if we need it. So.
Yeah.
You want
So-
to pop them? There's not much in there.
Yeah. Actually, let's just at least get Trod to try it. But
Some
of
Chris,
Thank you for leaving me a little bit.
yeah. So
I'm going to
Chris,
get a nice little swig.
as the operations guy, the guy who understands
For sure.
how to pour beers.
Cheers.
What's the difference? Cheers, boys. What's the difference in pouring styles? So, what do you think?
Hold on.
Oh, Chris
Yeah,
would be good to
Because
explain
I
that.
drink out the bottle anyway, so this is what I do.
Yeah,
Rest
yeah.
of y'all out of the glass.
Hey,
Yeah.
you know, on that, there's some people that are real finicky about that.
Mhm.
Oh,
I know.
glass bottle can,
Yeah,
whatever
can.
it is. Yeah.
Or yes, big time. Like
Yes.
my wife is she we get a beer.
Yep.
I know I have to pour it in a glass.
Yep.
Yeah, me
That's just
too.
her way.
I'm the same
Because
way.
you don't piece like standing up. Is that right?
Oh.
okay, just checking.
Well, actually, with the glass, it releases.
Peeing sitting down, actually.
Chris has got it.
Much
No,
more
Chris
has got it.
Oh no, it releases the
My
not
wife
only
she makes me drink out of glass.
Yeah, exactly.
the aromas, the flavor, the carbonation. It really opens the beer up a lot of times,
right.
so you can
Right.
really get
That's
the
right.
full experience.
Right.
So yeah, we're beer snob right here. I'll take a snifter
High
every
five.
single time.
Yep.
Done.
High five.
Get it all out there.
I do the same thing, but my question is, I wonder if it, and this is an obvious, this is going to be an obvious answer,
Okay.
but I wonder if it tastes different to Trod right now than it does us. What are you tasting? What's forward? What's more forward than anything? What are you tasting?
I definitely get the chocolate toasted
Yeah.
chocolate notes.
That roastiness?
Yeah,
What are you smelling?
glass.
So there you go.
Glass. Yes.
So that answers my question. You miss out on the nice
Pour 'em some on
smells.
this.
Yeah,
It is.
you
Yep.
miss
No, you're
out on
absolutely
those.
right, yeah.
You miss out on the aromas in bottles and stuff like that. So, Chris, I would agree with you on that, man.
It's the whole experience of the
It
beer.
is.
You know what I mean? When you
Yeah.
come in and you try one of our beers, somebody else's beers, you want that full experience. Head is good.
Yeah.
You want the
it really
you want the
is.
head.
Well,
It really is.
we were
creamy.
It
Yeah.
is
Yeah,
creamy. We were brewing one weekend, and I'll never forget this. Chris did a little experiment while we were brewing because a lot of people used to pour with as little head as possible.
And what is it called?
What's that? Yeah.
What?
The pour that way.
What do you mean? What's it called?
The bar pour.
Oh, just a proper beer pour. Yeah, on the
Yeah.
side of the glass and you tilt it. Yeah, yeah.
But you don't want a little bit of head. Why?
Correct.
Why?
Correct. Well, you want all that flavor out there, but it's all that carbonation.
Carbonation.
So it's either going to happen in your stomach, essentially,
Right.
or it's going to happen in the glass, release those flavors, and then, like certain people, you won't get all that gassiness and all that. You can enjoy your beer. You can drink it
Exactly.
faster and have a little more.
It was funny because he took a Bud Light
Oh, yeah.
and poured a Bud Light improperly
And then the right way, yeah.
and then dropped
paper towels.
a paper towel in there. And that paper towel just went, and you're like, oh, that's happening in my stomach, man.
It started fizzing over.
Right.
yeah.
I
Oh,
remember
yeah.
that. And so he was like, this is what's happening in your stomach. And then you poured it the right way and then did that. And there was nothing. And I
Nothing.
was like, oh, that was enlightening to me because
Yep.
I really had never seen that happen before.
Yep.
And I'm like, no wonder a wheat beer that's poured improperly swells up in my chest. It's nasty, man. So
That's why sometimes they'll pour and let it sit there for a minute.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's just to get that whole experience and to get more beer in the glass, but the right head.
But,
right.
but Nitro. So we're talking about Nitro now. Josh, what's up with Nitro versus just standard carbonation? Do you know?
There's many different things you can go on. I'll just keep it simple.
Yeah.
You could say small bubbles.
Smaller bubbles.
My bubbles. My bubbles.
That generally makes it a little more creamy.
Is that right? That's cool. It's just a different way to carbonate it, though, right?
Yeah. It's just it's makes it a little more creamy.
Yeah. I like this, man. This is well done.
That's awesome.
What's the name of this one again?
Left-handed.
You have left-handed brewing Nitro Milk Stout.
Yeah.
There you go.
Very nice.
Yep.
Very
They make
nice.
some really interesting beers.
You know, every week I'm surprised with new beers because again, I'm a traditional IPA drinker or a traditional kind of beer drinker. But I'm, even last week when we did the sours, I was really surprised that I kind of liked, what Dogfish Head was doing. So I'm enjoying each week when we're able to sample these new beers, these
things.
new brands. And you're right, all of these breweries are brewing fantastic beers, man. It's really exciting to see.
You got to be open-minded.
Yeah,
You got
definitely.
to try new beers, try different styles. You never know what your palate, because your palate can change.
Exactly. And that's actually how we built our brand was, choose to be different, try different things. So when people come in our brewery, we're going to encourage them to drink different beers, try different things that Josh is doing. Maybe it's coming out of the one barrel like we've been discussing, with our smaller system. We might have a different beer that Josh is going to hand you when you walk in the door. You're going to get to know us personally. That's what we're excited about with Three Odd Guys Brewing.
3 Odd Guys.
Trod, I want you to talk about an event you went to last night. How was that event? There was an event at the Orlando Science Center, right? It was Orlando Beer Week. How was that?
Orlando Beer Fest.
Yeah,
which
how was that?
It was a lot better than what I'm doing right now because literally I took a few sips of this and I'm done. All right. So just
No, but you were sampling last night.
Yeah. I want to sample some more. Like,
Well, no, we're just giving you samples today.
no, apparently.
You don't get full beers.
I know.
Josh, cheers.
Yeah, you can hand him
no.
that one. Hand him that one.
Yeah, this one hasn't been open yet.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, the event was pretty darn awesome, man.
Right?
I had
There was a lot
fun.
of people there, right?
Yeah, it was like over 43 different beer vendors.
That's
Literally,
fantastic.
Yeah, kind of clear throughout the country. So
Yeah, I
awesome.
noticed there was a lot of different vendors, a lot of beer influencers there as well.
Yes,
a
there
lot of
were.
people that were
yes, there were.
that are making a name in beer, man.
Yeah. So actually, besides myself, because I like to think of myself as an influencer with, minimal friends.
Well, I got a lot of phone calls. It's like, I met this dude, Trod, man. He's like a beer influencer. I said, no, he's not. No, he's not. Don't even try it.
I'm an influencer with minimal friends. I like to go the reverse route. Okay, other influencers.
I go negative friends.
Yeah. Okay. Now that's cooler. Let's see you do that.
Let's see you not accept anybody.
Yeah, right.
An influencer who was not wearing 3G at the event yesterday. Just saying.
Shame on you.
Saying.
Listen,
Actually, we got to talk.
I did have my hat that I had to give away.
You gave your hat away. That's right. That's right.
I like to make my friends look cool too. That's what I do.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like I'm all about saving the needy, all right?
Yeah.
Saving the lost. That's what I do. That's what I do. I save people.
Hey, we have given away some merch, and I do see people walking around with it. It makes me smile. I got big smiles.
Dude, we made a lot of great friends.
I saw that.
We were able to kind of tell our story to other people that weren't familiar with 3 Hour Guys Brewing, but I told them, just prepare yourself. It's coming really soon. And they were excited to even hear the story that has been generated so far. But no, you're right. We, I was out there with Tammy, and we had a great time just meeting some new people, some people that I follow on Instagram.
That's cool, man.
I was able to see the Pint Size Traveler. So shout out to Pint Size Traveler. She said she's willing to come and sit on the orange couch and hear us
that's a given.
hear us act like fools. So,
Nice.
We need some guests, and just to let everybody know, until we open up, we're not really supposed to have guests in here. So once we open up, listen, we
Do it on the front porch.
I don't need the city going. Why you got
play
people in
by
your
the
building?
rules.
You ain't
Play
got
by the rules.
You don't have a CO yet, so we're playing by the rules. But once the Orange Couch and the brewery opens, the Orange Couch is going to have guests. That's what we're really excited about. Is maybe having some fantastic people like the Pint Size Traveler,
Other brewers,
Blonde Brew Reviews. I watch
with a different perspective.
That's
on beer.
exactly right.
Yeah,
That's exactly right.
Because I mean, as much as we like to sit around and think we know it all, or we got a great perspective. Hey, let's hear what others, what their thoughts are, especially women too.
Yeah.
Because guys, we can sit around and talk about beer all day, but let's see what other people think about it.
100%. 100%.
I'm down with that.
All right, so moving on. I will tell you, I'm excited about this year's Super Bowl because it's not your traditional Super Bowl. I mean, listen, New England's not in. Let's just be honest. So,
Thank God.
Right? So there's gonna be an exciting game. Today is Saturday. If you're watching this, so the game is tomorrow. You'll probably see this after the Super Bowl, but we're going to talk about it anyway.
Yeah.
So one of my favorite things to do. And a lot of people are like, Super Bowl commercials are my favorite. So we'll talk about that. But I like actually watching the halftime show. Now, I've been disappointed in the past. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of times I've been like, oh, man. Like even JT's, Justin Timberlake's a couple years back, I was like, really, dude? That was kind of weak. Yeah. But I'm going to tell you my favorite. It had to be a while back. I can't tell you when it was. It had to be at least 10 years ago, 11 years ago, because Prince is no longer alive. But Prince's halftime show was my favorite of all time. Not just because he crushed it, right? He crushed it, but because of the story. So the backstory, if you can look it up on YouTube right now, Prince's backstory on that halftime show. Mm-hmm. One of the things they did was they called Prince, so like, listen, dude, I know we got you scheduled. I believe it was in Miami. I know we got you scheduled, but listen, it's gonna rain, man, and we don't. This is not a dome. We're a little worried. With all your gear, your equipment, your people, I know it's a slick surface. We're really worried. Do you still want to do this? And Prince was like, of course I still want to do this, right? So one of the things that I found interesting is right when he's playing all these great songs, right? He starts to play that famous song, Purple Rain. What happens? It starts raining. So
amazing.
I was really interested in that whole story. Don't get me wrong, I love Prince.
Did you cry?
Well, he's a legend, man.
Listen,
I mean,
are you kidding me?
It's Prince.
I cry. I'm crying right now. You kidding me? No, but no, I didn't cry.
No, you cried.
I didn't cry.
So somewhat ironic. Guess where that was?
Where?
Miami. Guess where the Super Bowl is?
Miami. Damn Skippy.
2007, by the way.
Oh, it was 2007. Oh, thanks
Miami.
for that.
Yep.
But I'll be honest with you. I because I've lied before. Well, I hate saying that. I still do that. I'll be honest with you. I gotta stop saying that. Yeah. But
just stop lying.
I know, right? I just gotta stop lying. But
I can't turn it on.
We had a podcast about that. We were talking about just let's be honest, and I still say it. At least I'm not saying bottom line.
Trod needs the rest of that.
But
All due respect.
with all due respect,
With all due respect, the bottom line is
it was even more fun to go back and watch it on YouTube and watch it again, man. I'm telling you, that guy was my favorite. He was an artist, man. I don't care. You could pick on me all day. Yes,
He's a legend.
He's a legend, dude.
Prince.
Oh, and by the way, you want to talk about somebody who can play guitar better than anybody? Boy.
yeah.
Amazing guitarist,
Amazing
amazing
dude.
musician, amazing songwriter.
So that's my favorite halftime show. Anybody got another favorite?
I got one.
Yeah,
Go
what
for
you
it.
got? What you got?
Dude, the best show of all time, okay? I got a commercial too, but the best halftime show, I would think, most memorable. Everybody remembers the Bud Bowl.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
actually,
I do remember that.
I tell you. So does anyone know when the first Bud Bowl was?
No,
No.
Okay, come on,
when was it, man?
suspense, right?
2000? I mean, I don't know.
Was it in the
man.
90s?
No, 1989.
Oh, it's close.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Guess who were playing? 49ers.
Really?
What?
Yeah, 49ers.
really?
Yeah, 49ers.
Were they playing
versus
Dallas that year?
No, the Bengals, man.
Oh, damn. I'm
No
old.
kidding.
You already know the Icky Wood Shuffle.
Oh, yeah. That's right. I love that, dude. Yeah.
So the first Bud Bowl, 1989, dude.
Yeah.
So what I believe they were doing, if I remember correctly, like throughout the game,
They were updating.
right. They were
Yeah.
doing the little snippets and kind
Yeah.
of getting you all the way
Building it
through.
up. Yeah.
Yeah.
And wasn't it Bud Light versus Budweiser?
Yeah, it was Bud Light versus Budweiser.
Who won that year? Do you remember?
It was Budweiser.
Yeah. That's
Literally,
great.
It was
That's
right at the
hilarious.
very end where they kicked the field goal.
Yeah.
And the ball, it hit the uprights, and then it kind of bounced around, and then boom.
Boom. Yeah.
All this suspense.
It was
Yeah.
right, just to let you know, Budweiser still has it.
Yeah, man.
Shoot, dude, that was probably the
That was
start.
cool.
Yeah, it was the
Yeah.
start of the whole the Bud game. So
Yeah, yeah.
dude, like I hope they really bring it back.
Yeah.
That was cool, man.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
agree. Chris?
One of the biggest ones I've ever seen and was probably Bruce Springsteen. That was a good one.
That's a good
for
one.
me.
Listen,
Yeah.
he doesn't screw up.
No, he does it right, you know, and it's
Oh,
just
yeah.
it's kind of a classic. That was a really, really cool one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like, I'm a big fan of instruments, right?
Yeah.
I know that sounds silly, but nowadays, man, you can create anything on a computer, right?
That's right.
Yep.
That's right.
I like when I hear the slap back on the bass guitar. I love when I hear notes that aren't perfect. I like hearing the piano keys. I love all that stuff.
Yeah.
And when you see them play live, you know they can play, man. You know what I mean? You ain't if you can't play live, don't do a halftime Super Bowl, man. I'm just
Yeah.
saying. So I agree. I think my favorites have always been like those raw, real
Yeah.
with instruments and stuff.
Yeah.
Dude, but it's got to be hard to be on stage, like actually
Oh yeah.
dancing and moving around.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No. I get it. Yeah.
So I think the key is for them to be on key,
right.
or at least be in sync with
Yes.
the words.
Right.
And singing, not
Yeah.
lip syncing.
Yeah.
Hunky. That's
Yeah.
what they got. Yeah, they got
Yeah.
auto.
Yeah.
Josh,
auto-tune.
you got a favorite halftime show?
ZZ Top.
Yeah, man.
I love ZZ
Yeah.
Top when they bring that car out. I don't know. It's just
Yeah.
something about that.
Yeah. Listen, those beards are legendary.
They are legendary.
Yeah, listen. And those guys are fantastic. I think everybody, even if they were like brand new today, ZZ Top would still crush it, man.
Oh, yeah.
It would still crush it.
Oh yeah.
Well, they're saying that they're going to bring out more people this year as well. There's some hidden surprises this year, so
No
we'll see.
kidding.
3-yard guys.
One of the things that we always try to do here is, bring different perspectives, right? And it's for dudes right now. We get it. But ladies, if you guys want to chime in, you want to, tell us what your favorite halftime show was, what your favorite Super Bowl commercial was, let us know. By the way, you can hit us up Facebook, everywhere, Twitter, 3 Odd Guys, THREE, or you can go to 3oddguysbrewing.com/shop and buy cool hats like this one. I was just talking to Chris about some new merch that we're going to be doing, new types of hats, new types of shirts. 3OG style is going to be a real thing moving forward. So keep your eyes on us. And by the way, this orange couch, dude, I posted something about us getting a second orange couch the other day. Hundreds of people commented like, I can't wait to get. I'm like, this orange couch is more famous than all of it. They don't know my name, but they know the orange couch.
They want to come pick a picture on the couch.
Yes,
They don't care about
It's crazy, dude.
Baby's gonna be like
Exactly.
made on the couch. And
Yeah,
stuff.
we're going.
Let's hope not.
Hopefully
Let's
not.
hope not.
We're
Let's
gonna-
hope not.
There's gonna be people
We don't wanna
breaking
go there.
in, having sex on the couch. Like, stop it.
Did
Stop
Green
doing
Eyed
that.
Mike just have a baby?
Yeah.
Dude, but you know,
Green Eyed Mike did.
Yeah.
I hope it wasn't on this couch.
I know, right? Yeah. Let's do the timetable. So how long we had this couch?
Okay, we're good.
Wait,
We're good.
but-
We're good.
Hey,
we're good.
but goes back even to one of my favorite commercials, dude.
Yeah.
Super Bowl. Since we're still on that topic.
Mhm.
When Carl's Jr. started making a real risque.
Oh,
yeah.
bikini car wash.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
you already know.
Oh, yeah.
And then that juicy burger.
So like Charlotte McKinney.
Yeah.
One of the first ones they did back in 2015.
Yeah.
Where she was walking through like this little fresh market.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden they're talking about all natural.
Yeah.
All right. You got the guy. You got they kind of show her silhouette.
Yeah.
Like then there's a scale in front of it,
Yeah.
and they put like 2 apples
Yeah.
down on the scale.
Oh, that's right.
So then it's like her butt.
Yeah,
then she
that's
keep going
right.
through the market.
I
Then
remember that.
Then also you got this guy with some shaved ice.
Yeah.
So all you can kind of do is see his top. And he's shaving the ice like this. Just back and forth. As she's walking by, it's like, wait, hold on. Is he still shaving ice?
That's funny.
I hope
man.
he's still shaving ice.
Yeah. Hey, but I will tell you this is my favorite part of that commercial because, yeah, of course it's sexy. But when they showed that burger, dude,
Yeah.
I got
It was-
hungry
yeah.
because they showed like the juice dripping out. And I was like, oh.
And people talk about
Yeah.
it.
They did talk
You know,
about
still
it.
talk about it.
But they kept going even
Yeah.
shows after that.
Yeah.
The
Well,
car
and then-
wash. Yeah.
Same thing with GoDaddy. You guys
Yep.
remember when GoDaddy was brand new?
Yep.
And then
Yeah.
they got this girl in like the courtroom standing up and she goes like this and she's about to pull her top off or
Yeah.
something. And they goes, see more at GoDaddy.com. Nobody even knew what GoDaddy was at that point. And
That's
guess
right.
what? Boom. GoDaddy blew up, man.
Dude.
So there's another one that did something similar. The Snickers commercials.
Yeah.
Think back a few years. Who just had a birthday, Miss Betty White, and her Snickers commercial where she gets plowed.
Oh yeah, I remember
tackled.
that. Yeah.
Dude,
Stop
that
playing
was,
like an old woman.
Yes.
that was
yes.
fantastic commercial. That was a fantastic commercial. You know, some good ones have come up, like Terry Tate, those Terry Tate commercials
Oh, yeah,
back in the
yeah,
day.
yeah.
You know, the office linebacker,
Yeah.
all those were hilarious.
Mean Gene, the Steelers guy.
Uh-huh.
when-
Mean Joe Green, yeah. Oh yeah, those are
Yeah.
legendary, man.
But no, nothing beats the monster.com.
Oh,
Dude.
yeah, that's, yeah.
Which one? I don't remember.
This was back in like the late 90s.
Was that the
like,
baby?
No, this
Baby
was the
is
one
on-
where you had all
that
it was all
That
kids.
was the energy drink, remember?
Is that?
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
it was literally all kids.
Yeah.
And they kept doing a close up on the kids, and they were like, "I want a job where I feel underappreciated."
That's right. I remember that.
I want a job to where,
Yeah.
where I get
so
treated
good.
like crap. You know?
Yeah.
So, like,
I remember that one.
So it start making a lot of people feel like really bad. Like,
Yeah.
you know what?
That's my job.
Yeah.
I need to go look.
I'm going to monster.com. That's good.
So
That's
they
good.
said so literally, I guess like the searches went up like it
Yeah.
soared.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Right after they showed that commercial. So
If you can afford the Super Bowl, there's nothing better for your brand, man. I'm
it
telling
does,
you.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
telling you. Look,
but
I'm
you
gonna come
gotta
to.
afford that.
I'm
though.
coming to you next year. I'm gonna go. Look, we're putting in money for the Super Bowl in 2021.
right.
Trod. So
Right.
let's get $1 million plus ready.
Yeah, real quick, Phillip, from the marketing guy, get your perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Something else they're doing new this year. I don't know if you noticed or not. They're releasing the commercials ahead of time.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Ellen DeGeneres,
Yep.
they're releasing their commercials.
Some, that's brilliant because some people will actually release their commercials like they're going to be in the Super Bowl and
Yep.
they're not in the Super Bowl.
Ah.
So it's brilliant because they
Dang.
lump you in with these other Super Bowl commercials,
Yeah.
and people like to see them ahead of time. Some of them won't release though until the actual Super Bowl. Budweiser notoriously
yeah.
has some of the best commercials.
Doritos.
Doritos, yeah,
Yeah.
I think Doritos,
Doritos is
stopped
always
doing
good.
that. Those were great,
Yeah.
right?
Wait, it kills me that like people that don't even watch football
Oh yeah,
will watch the Super Bowl for the commercials.
Yep, commercials and halftime
It blows
show,
my
yeah.
mind
Yeah.
that that's where the focus is.
the
now.
last party that Ansel and I went to was at a friend's house. Like during the game, everybody's just talking, blah blah blah. Blah. When you go to break,
Yeah.
when you go to break, everybody's like, shh, commercials.
Shut up! Shut up!
This
Holy
is going.
show.
It's crazy, right?
The
It's
only
crazy.
time of the year that people look forward to the commercials.
got
And then the
Yep.
next morning, all the talk shows are talking about
Commercials.
the commercials
Yeah.
from the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you even know that the 49ers were playing somebody?
Who won? I don't know. I don't know. But I tell you this, Budweiser. Okay, so normally it's crazy. What you got? Hooked up? Oh no!
It just fell.
Yeah. Things
Please
just-
hold for technical
I thought you were
difficulties.
you were pulling up my. Thought you were pulling me closer.
I did flag you a bird earlier. I'm paying you back.
Yeah.
Paying you back for all that noise.
I was wondering what was going on.
exactly.
It's like
Um,
my headset was
trying to
being
get your
yanked off-
attention,
yanked
yanking the
off my
cord.
head.
Yeah, but you know what's funny is Budweiser, like normally I love comedic commercials, right? But Budweiser every year gets me. Every
Yeah.
damn year. They got this one with the puppy,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
With the puppy and the
the
horse.
Clydesdales,
And the
yeah.
horse
Yeah.
the puppy gets lost or something
Yeah.
or is about to get taken and the horses go chasing his
Yes.
car down and I'm like, oh, Oh, damn, man. Like
I told you
it
always
makes me
crying.
cry. Listen, I'm emotional.
You always crying.
When you turn 46, you let me know, man. All right, I'm getting emotional now. I like these commercials,
You
but
just see an old lady walking across the street, you just start crying.
I'm just upset because I like her. But
Yeah.
bottom line is that
She's
yep,
still
there's-
walking. Oh
Bottom
my
line,
God.
there it is. There it is.
Bottom
Bottom line, and that's how I'm gonna end it. That Budweiser
That's
gets
right.
me every year with those commercials, man. That damn puppy and those horses, man. Please,
nice.
why do you think they did a second version of it? It was so successful,
Just
man.
for you. They did it just for you, Phillip.
Yeah, I call no,
Make you cry.
I produced that one.
Yeah, I know, right? So this is some of my best
I'm
work.
lying.
It's
I'm
my
lying.
best work.
I'm lying. That's my best work. I produce 8-foot walking teddy bears. That's what I produce. I don't do good shit like that, man. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
No, you are. You serious?
I've seen your commercials, bro. Mm-mm.
3-yard guys.
Okay, we got to get to our next stout before we wrap things up.
Yep.
All right, so I purchased a one of my favorites. I'm a big bourbon guy.
New Holland, Dragon's Milk.
I love bourbon. Yep. So what we got right here is the Dragon's Milk Bourbon Barrel Aged Stout. Right, it's from New Holland Brewing. It is 11%, boys. I'm glad we're ending on this one
Woo, sit
Yeah.
back.
because
Woo.
because
We'll split that 4 ways.
Yeah, exactly. We're just gonna take this one. But if you don't mind, Josh, can you open it up? Who's
Chris has got the opener.
Oh, Chris has got the opener. Chris, can you open that up?
You got
So
it.
what I like about and this will explain probably why I'm an IPA guy.
Yeah.
I like bitter stuff that's bitter, right? And bourbon tends to be a little more bitter, right? A little more rough.
Yeah.
Josh, we experimented with one of our beers one time with what? You remember what bourbon?
Blanton's.
Blanton's is one of my favorites.
One of my favorites.
Not as dark as the other one.
Make sure you leave some for Trod.
Yeah, that's why I only took a little
know,
bit.
man. Y'all
I don't want him to whine over there again.
I know.
We got 4 of them. Don't worry. Stop crying. Stop crying over Bud commercials over there, man.
Listen, I'm trying to recover from all that beer drinking I did
I was about to
last
say
night.
you
There you
probably
go.
sampled 600
Dude,
beers. last night.
imagine like getting actual 3.5 ounce pours
It just
from 43 vendors.
it's being teased.
Dude, but it was from 43 vendors. You trying to get to every one. It was literally like 4 floors of vendors.
It's like a suicide of
It
you know,
really
Oh,
was.
yeah, yeah.
You just standing in line going from one to the next. And after, and dude, by the
Yeah.
end of the night, because
Yeah.
we were with our dear friend Daryl,
Yeah.
all right, and one of his friends, and I was laughing at everything by the end of the night.
Of course you were.
I couldn't figure out if I was just happy, if I was darn near inebriated.
No, you were drunk. It's all good. It's all good.
Everything
Feel my
everybody bringing up,
face.
just laughing.
I can't feel my face.
We saw you in that wind tunnel thing, man. You were
Yeah.
like, "Wah!"
That's
Dude,
hilarious.
It
dude.
was all fun. It was literally science and beer all night long.
Yeah.
Not even sure what was going on. I just knew I was at the science center drinking beer.
They do a lot of good events.
They really
Oh,
do.
yeah, they
Man,
always
listen,
have.
a good friend of ours works there. Shout out to Lala. Lala has introduced us to a lot of great events.
Yeah.
All right, so let's describe this beer real quick. This stout right here, bourbon barrel, right? It is bourbon forward. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
it is
Definitely. You can
so
smell it.
good.
Even the aromas, yeah.
And you know,
Aromas, yeah.
the one thing I've noticed, and I'm going to talk about something really obvious. Yeah, pick on me all you want, man. It's all good. You look, roast me. What I like is when I can taste the bourbon. I know a lot of people don't like that. Like somebody like my wife would probably taste this and go, "Woo!"
Yeah.
But I like when the ABV is heavy and I can actually taste the bourbon, or I can taste whatever.
It's like the best of both worlds.
It's good stuff, man. This is a really good. I've had this before.
Beer and bourbon.
Yeah, I've had
My
this
2 favorite drinks.
Yeah, man. Listen, and the Blantons what Josh did was we were doing a little experiment with the Blantons and our APK IPA, right? Is that what it was?
No, that was in Finch Check.
Oh, it was the Finch check. That's right. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's exactly right. So it was the Finch
Get it
check
right,
and the
Phillip.
Blantons. I know. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
man. I'm getting old, man. So like.
That's your excuse for everything.
Look,
I'm home.
yeah. Listen, I got the old man chain. So, but it was fantastic in the brown ale. So the bottom line is we're going to experiment with bourbon barrels, etc. We got a lot of our brewing friends in the community that are
Yeah, we'll do a barrel program.
doing some killer stuff.
Well, I was gonna say it's not here today, but Crooked Can has their own barrel room.
Oh, yeah,
my
Bourbon
gosh,
Barrel
so
Room.
Listen, man,
amazing
that place is awesome.
stuff.
Dude,
Yeah.
they're dialed
Amazing.
in. They're
Yeah.
dialed in over there. So
Yep.
we're excited to give Josh that opportunity as well to be able to just take some of these cool barrels and just start playing around. So
That's right.
really excited. Listen, Super Bowl's tomorrow. We're going to enjoy watching the Super Bowl. We hope everybody else enjoys watching the Super Bowl. Josh, did you have a favorite commercial? Is your favorite commercial the Pampers commercial?
No, was that?
What's up?
Oh,
like
yo,
it?
that was a killer.
That was legendary, man.
Yeah.
That was legendary.
I
That
swear-
kind of reminds me of us.
I swear, for about a year after that, I was still going up to all my buddies saying, "What's up?"
I love how they like, yeah.
Well, and I don't want to make Phillip cry again, but what about the Volkswagen one with the little guy dressed as Darth Vader? And
Oh, that's a
he
good one.
tries to make everything work and nothing works, and he does the car and his dad flips it on or whatever.
Yeah,
and he's like flipping out.
yes.
Yeah.
There's too many good Super Bowl commercials to talk
Many.
about, man. I mean, there's so many good ones. But I will end it with this. This wasn't a Super Bowl. Well, no, I can't do this. It was too nasty. We're going to talk about that one off screen. All right, listen, we had a great podcast. I'm excited that you guys hung out with us for another podcast of the Orange Couch. Go to all of our social channels, Twitter, Facebook. Buy some merchandise. MySpace. We're bringing MySpace back. So head on out to all of our social channels.
Yeah.
Hit subscribe on YouTube.
Yeah.
Hit subscribe on YouTube. 3oddguysbrewing.com/shop. Thanks for hanging out, boys. Cheers. I'm gonna finish up this 11%.
Cheers.
And then have some
Cheers.
fun.
Go Kansas City Chiefs.
I don't know.
Go Dallas.
I don't have. Yeah. I'm with
Wrong
you.
game.
Go Green Bay.
Yeah.
Wrong game.
Night night.
For the 49ers. 49ers fan.
Thank you, Miami.